Make sure you give it a few good pets while you're spraying it off. It needs it. It deserves it. How's it going, everybody? I'm Starvin, and today we're going to be turning this into this. This is going to be fun. Easiest way to cut salmon always is to cut the head off. Now, I am going to be eating the head off of this, so I'm going to take the gills out of it. You don't want to eat the gills because they're very bloody. Now, to get the gills out, you want to put your knife in between the gill plate and the actual gill itself, and they're just barely connected with some tendon. Press your knife down and turn it towards you, so that way you go around it like that. Insert your knife between the gill and the throat. Sever the connection between those two. Cut the membrane in between the throat and the gill really gently. Just follow the collarbone. Now it's mostly disconnected. Use your knife. Put the dull part towards the head so you don't accidentally cut it off. Pull with this hand. Push with this hand. See? Yeah, I got some blood on me, but it's whatever. Sometimes the gills don't come out cleanly, but that's okay. Just rip it out the rest of the way. Now that side, you want to clean up a little bit. Wash the inside of the head. The more blood you can get off of this, the better. Now I'm going to be eating the head off of this. My girlfriend and I will be. So I'm going to cut a head steak as the very first thing. As the very first cut. Make sure you pick a line that you want to stay as close to the collarbone as possible, but you also don't want to cut over the fins. Just go straight down like that. See? Pop that little bit of gut out of there. Sometimes they don't want to come out. Now if you want to, you can just use this for soup, but you know that's pretty boring. I'm going to cut through the throat, and then I'm going to split the head in half. Just be careful you don't cut yourself doing this. There you go. Rinse all the bile and the blood off. Very important. You know, a tiny bit left over is fine. That you're not going to get 100%. But you know, make a conscious effort to get all the crap off of there. Now you basically want to put your knife into the anus. That's the scientific name for it. So if you don't like the name, if you don't like the sound of it, deal with it. Cut from belly to throat. Gut it like a fish, obviously. And then remove the guts. Yes, those are parasites. It's a wild fish. What do you expect? Rinse it again. This seems excessive how much I'm rinsing this, but it's not, I promise you. Now the way I cut these, I've shown you before, is I follow the ridge down the spine, down the back, all the way till I get to the spine. Break the first couple of pin bones, curve over, and like that. You'll see. Anyway. And that's it. We're going to come back to this tomorrow, and we're going to go to the next step. All right, now we're back 2 days later because life gets in the way. We got our salmon here in the bag, minus a couple of pieces because we wanted to eat some. I like to do this in a two-step process. First step is applying your soy sauce. I'll use some arbitrary amount of soy sauce of whatever you got laying around. Doesn't matter if it's the good stuff or the cheap stuff. You can see everything is nicely coated in there. We're gonna let this sit, mix them around every so often. I'm not too worried about the salmon getting ruined because it's gonna get smoked. It's gonna look a little fun. It's gonna look a little funny after it's done anyway. And I'll show you guys the next step. The salmon's nicely soaked up. I've already put a little bit of brown sugar in my bowl, but I'm probably gonna need a lot more than that. You make sure you use a paper towel. You're gonna dry it off. Just a little bit, you know, not too nuts. Now I'm just gonna coat the entire outside with the brown sugar. I'm not worried about it sticking on there, you know, perfectly for every little crevice and whatever. But I want it to be a very liberal coating. As liberal as Justin Trudeau. But, you know, this is not going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. Unlike that guy would. This is a weirdo. Okay, we're going to set this higher up on the cutting board because it's sloped down this way towards my feet. Just so that way it stays dry and it sits there. And now we're gonna rinse and repeat. If you made it this far in the video, you should really consider subscribing. There's a lot you can learn from my channel, and there's a whole lot I can learn from all of you. It's such a cool color. It has been a lot longer than an hour or so later. A lot of liquid has come out of these. That's normal. Drained some of it off. I just wanted to see what would happen if I did this. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put one last layer of brown sugar on top. Just enough to get a little bit of texture on there. We're gonna finish it off with some black pepper. You really just want this there to support the brown sugar and to really just even things out. Support it like it's a crutch, kinda. Like a crutch in a rolled up piece of paper. Put a few of these on the bottom. I can't find my other grate for some reason. We're gonna use this and toss it over there. But yeah, we'll come back to this in a little while when it's all done. About an hour or so. All right, it's been about an hour and a half. They're not dried out, but woo! That looks amazing. Let this cool for a little bit and let's try it. All that white stuff coming out, that's just albumin. Basically just fat rendered out into the fish. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you want. You want a lot of that to stay in there. Now that I've murdered more bugs and let this cool off for a second, finally can try it. See the color on the inside. Oh yeah. That's what real salmon looks like. Oh, it's gonna be good. Whoa. I just want to shut the camera off and end this right now because I've had a lot of frustration making this because the fire kept going out. Bugs kept attacking me. And people kept wasting my time. But yeah, this is all worth it. It was delicious. Skin and all. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. I hate bees and so should you. We don't need them. Fuck them. Bye bye.